Today, I'm going to teach you the art of fake flashing inside of Counter-Strike. There is a lot of ways that we can accomplish this and really outplay our opponents, so I'm going to give you some of my favorite examples and scenarios of this, and we're going to teach you how to start tricking your opponent into thinking they're about to get flashed. But before we get into that, let's have a word from the sponsor of today's video. SkinSwap is the sponsor of today's video. They are also kind enough to sponsor you with a free bonus by clicking on the link in the description. SkinSwap is the ultimate place for Counter-Strike 2 and Rust skins with a massive trading inventory in a top tier marketplace offering the most competitive rates out there. The best part is that you can earn an insane 40% deposit bonus when you use the link in the description. Combine that with the top of the line selling feature, including multiple different cash out methods, and their trading feature, which takes under a minute, and there is absolutely no reason to not sign up with the link in the description. All right, so let's talk about fake flashing. So for those of you that don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Fake flashing is making the opponent think that you're going to throw a flash, but in reality, you're not actually throwing it, right? And there's multiple ways that we can do this. There's multiple ways we can trick them into thinking it's a flash, but it's other piece of util or guns, etc. And let's get right into it. So the simplest and easiest way to do this is to buy a decoy grenade. Now, a decoy grenade has very few features and reasons to be bought, but this is actually a pretty decent one. So you can actually throw a decoy and it looks exactly like a flash from the enemy's POV, right? So this can be really good, like if you want to throw a flashbang, but really it's a decoy, and get the enemy team to turn around and look away. So they see this decoy coming in the connector here and they're playing like an angle like this. They might sit here and like try to turn, and as they're doing that, the decoy's coming in, your teammate's swinging and shooting a guy with their back turned to them, right? So throwing these decoys is actually going to give you a lot of value and use out of them for only $50, right? So it's not like always practical to use this, but it can be very nice, right? So say we throw one out and we see, and I'll take this a step further for you guys. So a good way to do this is to throw an actual flash first, right? So throw a flash down there and then take your decoy out. I don't actually have a decoy bound, and then throw it, because what that's going to do is they're going to see that the first one is a real flash, and maybe they don't turn from it, maybe they do, but they hear it pop, right? Boom, flash. So they think when they see another one coming through, it's another flash. Nobody's going to assume it's a decoy, right? So the second one comes through, they are 100% turning because you just threw a flash. So that is an effective way to make sure that they actually turn and they, don't try to just eat the flash. Now, that is how you use decoys to, essentially fake it out. Another way we can fake flash is by actually just using our flashbang, right? So what we can do here, if this is very good in close quarter combat when you know the enemy is holding an angle but they're not going to peek you, is you can actually just take your flash, pull it, and then press G on it, right? And what this is going to do is they're going to see a flashbang coming through, but it's not actually, going to actually explode. So we're going to fake flash them. Boom. Here it comes. And we shoot them, right? And you can get really good at this and catch people up, because what's going to happen is they see that coming through, boom, turn, and like I said, you just shoot them in the back. And you can also do this with guns. This is the simplest way, I guess, to use a fake flash, is to just literally throw your Glock or something. Boom. Now, the only bad thing about doing this is if you have skins, especially, it's going to be pretty obvious that you're not flashing. Like for me, I have this green Glock skin. If they're a good player, they're going to know that's not a real flash. But in the heat of the moment, you can really catch people off because they're not going to, be confident, and they're not going to understand what's going on. So throw that Glock in, really farm them. And you can play around with this. You can do it like in window and stuff and just have some fun. It works best with default skins, though, to be honest with you. And lastly, this would not recommend doing too much because it's kind of a waste of utility, but for some reason smoke grenades can actually look like flashes, especially in CS2 when with people not being used to the game yet and everything. You could really fake people out with the smoke. So especially like if you want to take CT here on Mirage, you could actually just throw your own smoke here, throw it over, and just swing. I'm telling you, it is so dumb, but it can actually work out. They're going to see that piece of utility coming over. They're going to assume it's a flash. They're going to be like, who is throwing a smoke up there, right? Like, they're not going to actually think it's a real smoke. They turn, you peek, easy. And even if they don't actually just like give you your back and they just play retake, now you have this control and, you just took the area. But like I said, I wouldn't use this one too much because it is kind of a waste of a smoke. Smokes can be used very, effectively to cut off different areas of the map and give you that map control that's very needed. So don't use that one too much. But at the end of the day, if it's a last resort and it's the only guy left and you want to get the frag on him, it's a very effective way to outplay him. And plus, it's just very tilting to die like that. So yeah, it's just good. And I mean, lastly, we'll throw in a little bonus thing here. Simple showed us how to do this. Is we can actually use our op as a fake flash, right? And it's pretty dumb, but it can actually get the job done. So again, if you're ever dueling somebody in close range, you could just throw the op. And even if they don't actually think it's a flashbang, that distraction might actually help you get the kill because they're like, what is going on, right? I'd recommend only doing this if you have an upgraded pistol like a Tech 9 or something. But yeah, just throw the op and swing with it. Boom. Throw the op, swing with it. They're going to literally be so confused. They're like, why is this guy throwing the op? And then boom, they're dead because you just swung like a maniac. So let me know if you guys found this video helpful. I'll teach you more CS2 tips and tricks and get you ready to play this game at the highest level possible. So thank you so much for watching this video. You all have a great rest of your day. Peace out.